Hey, what's up everybody? Robert here, and I'm going to go over the Photoreal Image Maker by Hubcart. And this product was made for e-commerce, for e-commerce sellers to create stunning, high-quality content, marketing content that you could use to sell more of your products. And so what that means is it's been fine-tuned. Our AI model has been fine-tuned to work for e-commerce products. However, you can use it for people, you could use it for cars, you could use it for animals, or whatever it is you want to create an image for. Our AI is smart enough to be able to do that, and you could see that the quality is absolutely exceptional. It's the best quality that we have for AI, on par with Midjourney 5, and in some situations even better. And so without further ado, I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to go over this interface for you. This is a little bit more extensive, a little bit more here that you could do than with the POD Design Maker. And if you've watched that training, you can see that this is a super powerful tool in and of itself in its simplicity. But when we go a little bit further and talk about photoreal images, it's going to get a little bit more complex. So this training is going to be broken down into a few different steps, a few different trainings, but we're going to try to cover a lot here. Now, I can't give away everything. I can't give away all of the features in this tool, and I can't give away all of the magic secrets because most of the secrets are strategy, and I can't share all of that. You have to join our communities. You have to get the upgraded premium versions of Hubcart if you want to get access to the real money makers. However, you could take this and you could do a whole lot with it on your own, and you'll see that here really quickly. Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to run down this interface, break down what we have here, and in the next videos, we'll go over the actual strategy and how to use each one of these pieces. Okay, so what we have is we have our text to image tab, and that gives us the ability to put in text, a positive prompt and a negative prompt, and that'll generate us an image. Very simple, very straightforward. The text to image tab here, we have the same thing, positive prompt, negative prompt, but down here we have a lot more. We have image to image, that's where we would drop in an image, and we would create an image that looks similar to our original image. Very simple, straightforward. We have sketch, where you can upload a sketch, in paint, where you can in paint sketch, in paint upload, and batch. Batch mode, I believe, yeah, batch mode is hidden. That tab is there, it shouldn't be, but it's hidden. You guys got to upgrade if you want batch. That's if you want to run 100 of these at a time. Just click on generate, and they're going to go and go and go. All right, so I'm going to break down each one of these in a different training, but for right now, we're just going to keep going down this tab because right underneath this section, there is the different buttons that you could use here, and I'm going to show you how to use them as we need them. Otherwise, you just try them out on your own. The important things that you'll want to play around with here are the sampling method. Euler A typically is the right one that you'll want to use, but sometimes if the image has some weird coloring going on, try out some of these other models here, the other samplers there. For sampling steps, for the quick processing to get an image, in 2.5 seconds, just to kick out a quick image, keep the process or the sampling steps down to about 20. But when you find something that you really, really love, if you wanted to, you could bring the sampling steps up as high as you want. Anything over about a 50 or 60 just gets weird. You don't really want to do that. So, maybe keep it down to like a 35 or a 40 is typically where I would go if I really want to enhance the image. And what the sampling steps does is each time it runs through each step it runs through in creating the AI image, say you have 20 steps, well, it's going to take 20 steps in running through and creating that image. I'm not going to break down what those steps are, but imagine if you're taking 20 steps or if you're taking 40 steps, there's almost double the quality in image, right? That's basically what is going on there. So the more steps is better. However, getting into 50 or 60, imagine when you're trying to create a painting or a piece of art and you mess up and you just really keep trying to fix this area, this one certain area, and you keep trying to fix it and you keep trying to fix it, and eventually you just got this big old blob of an eye that doesn't even look like an eyeball anymore. Well, that's the way it works in real life. Well, that's the way it works in AI as well. So if you get the sampler steps and you go way up to here to like 150, you're just gonna get a bunch of blobs, just a bunch of sloppy mess a lot of the time, weird colors and things like that. So again, typically keep it around 40, 60, 75, I think is the highest I've ever seen it go where it performed really well. All right, so that's something that is important, but again, just play with that when you have an image that you like. Then you could scale it up and make it better. CFG scale, this is going to have to do with how much the prompt, and for text to image and for image to image, it also has to do with the image itself. And so for the full prompt, the text and the image, how much does that affect the output? Okay, how much does it affect the output? Now, the denoising strength is how much is the original image broken down. So if you have an image here of a dog and you bring this down to a 0, what's going to happen is when you generate an image, when you click on magic button and it kicks you out an image over here, if it's down to a 0, then it's not going to break that image down almost at all. It's going to basically kick you out the exact same image that you put in, because you're not breaking that image down. So over here, we'll get the exact same image. But if you bring that denoising all the way up to a 1, well, you'll get a completely different image. So you want to play around with that. Typically around a 5, if you're just using image to image, around a 0.5 is where you want to have it. You don't have to be exact on 0.5, just kind of play around, and you'll find a place where you're getting exactly what you're trying to get. Okay, so again, we'll show you that here in a little bit. Before I go on this image to image tab, the last thing I want to show you here is these 2 buttons here. And what these buttons allow you to do is they allow you to put in an image here. So I could put in any image that I want. Say I have an image of a dog running down the street and there's a bunch of cars behind it. I could upload that image and I can click on that interrogate clip, or even the deep burrow one, and it will pull out everything that is in that image, and it'll put it into a prompt here to where now you could get rid of that image, hit the magic button, and it'll give you an image like the one that you just uploaded, and it just interrogated it. So it'll break down that image in a word format. It'll like put words of what's in the image, and that way you could create more of those. So really cool feature there. All right, so that's it for image to image. We have the processor here. The processor here is where you can upscale, so resize your image, just upload it here, and then you're gonna pick an upscaler and how much you wanna resize it by, or you could remove the background as well. Just click on one of the controllers here, or one of the models here that will pick the image from the background. You might wanna play with them depending on what the item is, and then go ahead and hit magic button and it'll pull that out. The return mask here, this will remove the background and return a mask image. You want that for inpainting over here in image to image. There's the inpainting. You'll want that mask image for that. And so that's where we'll use that. I'll tell you a bit more about that later on. PNG info, I already went over that. Open Pose Editor, this is a really cool tool. This allows you to create poses, and we have a lot of ways that we're going to create poses, but this is just one of them. This actually gives you the ability to create the exact pose that you want. You just sit here and move the character around, and it will give you the image that you want. So say we want somebody that's like, sitting down or something like that on some sort of lounge chair. They're just chilling. I don't know how I would do that, but you'd move the body parts around and you would get them chilling. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, because the AI will just interpret what you have here. And I could say, make him laying. I could download this and say, make him laying on a hammock. And that person will be on a hammock laying just like that. And this Open Pose Editor gives you the ability to do that. And you can resize it, move it around or whatever. So maybe I want to add a background image because I want to put it onto something and I need to know how it's gonna fit there. All right, so I'm gonna grab, I think I have a car right here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this red car right here. We'll open that one up, load it in here, and now the car is there. So now what I'll do is I'll just take this person and scale them up a little bit, and I don't know why their leg's stuck over there, but bring that down, and then we get highlighted again. And say we wanted a picture of somebody sitting on a car, on the hood of a car, we could take this now and take it over to image and use use our controller, and it will make us the image just like that. So pretty cool stuff there. That's what that's going to be used for. I'll show you how to use that in a minute. Then the canvas editor, basically straightforward. You could bring over your images that we downloaded. Sometimes they'll go over here. This isn't working right now, and probably because we have this free version. I don't remember how this is going to work. I think we're going to have it open to where you're going to eventually be able to see all the images that everybody else creates here. So you guys want to upgrade so that you don't have that. Right now I don't think that they're loading, but what you can do then is just come over here to upload, and you'll be able to upload the image that you want. Say you created a graphic over here, you can just upload it and then edit it here, just like Canva, just like PicMonkey, just like any of those other photo editing tools. All right, so pretty cool stuff there. And then the segmenter, this is really cool. This is where you are able to pull out anything out of an image, any image that you have. You could just upload this and run the segmenter, and what it'll do is it will identify every single object in that photo. It'll pull out letters on a t-shirt or on a sign. It'll pull out the faces and the hats that somebody might be wearing way in the background, right? It'll pull out a headlight on a car, and you could change the colors of the headlights on the car, right? And that is so absolutely powerful. I'm going to show you how to use this. I'm not going to show you the super powerful ways. Again, you guys are going to want to upgrade to get access to all of that, but this is really cool, and you're going to love it when you get in here playing around, okay? So that's it for all these features. That's it for this video. To see how to use these or to see these in use, jump into the next video. All right, see you there.